Guys, welcome back to the channel, and I finally hit the greatest hero. So today, we're going to be making a tier list based on what I've learned climbing up the ranks. Let's get into it. So your boy finally made it, and I'm not going to lie when I tell you that the legendary rank is so try hard. Like, I've met some really good players that have taught me a lot, but boy, like, if you want to get through legendary, like, be ready to like sweat and just like grind that out. Oh, and one thing you should know, like, once you get to legendary, there's no more bots. Like, I know some of you are gonna be seeing like a lot of bots climbing, but as soon as you hit legendary, the queue, you start waiting on actual players. Like, it's gonna be players from like cross server, and there's no more bots. So yeah, be prepared for that. I know that a lot of you be like, oh man, these are some like easy matches. Oh, I love getting bots. This is gonna be an easy climb. But like, I thought so too until I hit legendary, and I was like, where's all the bots? I thought I was gonna hit greatest hero like today, man. And it ended up taking like 2 days. So, but yeah, anyway, PvP is really fun, and I've learned a lot, so I kind of want to share with you guys some of the things I've learned, because there's some characters that are just like really bad matchups for others, and a lot of people don't like understand like when to switch, when not to switch, and like some characters right now are just terrible in the meta. So there's some characters you just want to avoid, because right now the meta is kind of like a few characters that I'm gonna go over in a second here. But yeah, let's switch over so I can get into this. All right, let's start off with my boy Tokayami. He is actually on my main team just because he's so like versatile. He doesn't excel at anything specific, but he can almost like challenge any other character just because of his like mid-range attacks, his ability to just like knock people like Uraraka out the sky. But he's gonna do not so well against like really fast characters like Deku or Momo, because his attacks have like a small delay. So you're gonna want to watch out for like speed demons, and yeah. So, but he's really good. He's good. You can put him in S. He's on my main team. You're gonna see him a lot at the top ranks. So learn how to like deal with him. It's basically you basically want to avoid his attacks, and then kind of like counter into like his delays. So because his moves, his attacks have like a small delay into it. So if you can like dodge his initial attack and just like rush him, then you're gonna be able to pick him off easily. So yeah, but he's an S. He's gonna be good against everybody. Uraraka, another one you're gonna see a lot, especially up in the higher ranks. She's also really good versus everybody. She's kind of like Tokayami, where her skill set is kind of like she's close range, so she has a really fast like a rush attack. She can also fly, so like characters that are like only melee or don't have like a skill to knock her out are gonna have trouble with her. But there are some characters that can easily just knock her out, like Tokayami. Like if you see Uraraka and you have like no cooldown, switch to Tokayami right away. You'll knock her out, and then you can go right into a combo right after knocking her out the sky. Like there's characters like Shoto also that knocks her out of the sky. Deku can hit her. Bakugo can hit her. So that's why I'm gonna put her in S, because she's really good and she can like really like be annoying up in the higher ranks. But there's characters that can like counter her. So yeah, she's gonna be an S. You see her a lot. She can be really annoying when she flies up in the air, but if you have a character that can knock her out, just switch right away, and you shouldn't have too much of a problem dealing with her. Now Deku, oh my god, this guy is probably the most annoying hero you're gonna run into. Everybody uses him, even if up in the higher ranks, up in legendary. He is like, he's hard to predict. So like fighting him is like a gamble, right? The only way to like dodge his like teleport is to maybe like hope that you can time your dodge right. But if you miss, he's gonna like knock you into the air, keep you up there until like most of your health bar is gone. And he's hard to like hit because he's so fast. So Deku is gonna be SS. Also, like after, I know a lot of people are gonna say like, oh well, on Taiwan servers he was like, people were saying he's easy to counter, but like on the Taiwan servers, you know, he had people were able to go invulnerable just by swapping. So after they nerfed swapping, I think he actually became like, it was a buff to him, because now people can't just swap to a character that has an easier time dealing with him, or you can't go invulnerable to like dodge his teleport. So right now you're gonna see him all over the top ranks. You're gonna see him all over legendary. He's gonna be extremely annoying. Just try to dodge as much as you can. Try to really pressure him to teleport to you, and while you're dodging, then after that, if he misses, rush him. Like, do not let his cooldown come up again. Just keep rushing him until he like, because he's gonna run away. Everybody I run into, like, as soon as they miss that dodge, they're running away. But if he can hit you with that, it's gonna be extremely annoying. It's extremely annoying to predict because you're gambling and they know exactly when they're gonna, you know, teleport. So he is SS for sure. Now, Bakugo is actually, he's kind of like, his kit isn't that great. Like he'll be a good matchup against like your Uraraka, but some of his moves have like a delay. Like you're able to predict them. Like the one where he goes into the air, you know, he does a little spinning attack and then he crashes down. That's easy to predict. Like as soon as he hits the ground, you can easily like attack him right there because he's gonna be like on a like this animation delay. But he doesn't have any moves that are like doesn't have any real like field presence besides like rushing you, right? So it's just, he's straightforward. He's not gonna do anything like amazing to like counter any of your heroes. He's just like a pretty much like a brute force, like rush somebody, hopefully you hit them. But yeah, I'm gonna put him in, I'm gonna say B, just because like he can like, he's a good matchup against your Uraraka. He's not gonna be a good matchup towards like Tokoyami. He's too slow to deal with like Momo and Deku. So yeah, he's gonna be a B. He's just lacking right now in PvP. His kit is kind of like, you know, meh. There's nothing special about it. Ida is also gonna be there too, because I feel like Ida, a lot of people are gonna hate me because, you know, there's this like rumor like Ida's actually amazing. When all you have to do is learn how to play him. But I've played a lot of Idas, even in higher ranks. Like I am yet to see this like amazing Ida player that's gonna come down and like re-event Ida and just completely dominate me. It's just like his skills all have a huge delay to them, right? So they're easy to predict. Like as soon as he starts winding up, you know he's gonna teleport across the screen. Just dodge like very lazily to the left, and you'll like dodge his whole skill, right? The only thing he has is like his melee has like a range. It's kind of like Momo with her spear. So if you're trying to like melee attack him, he's probably gonna hit you first because his range on his legs are like a little bit longer than like other people's melee attack. But besides that, like his skills don't do much. So yeah, just be careful who you like attack with him with. Do not like go into him with like a melee attack unless you have like a Momo who's gonna like poke him and hit him first. But just use your skills on him, right? So he doesn't have any like, he has to be close to like hit you. So you use a skill on him. You like with Tokoyami, you like grab him or something. Your Uraraka also, you can just like use something to rush at him or use her like spinning boulder attack. Or Deku is faster than him, is gonna knock him out into the sky. So Ida is B tier. His kit is kind of weak. He's not fast, and all he has going for him is his like long melee attack range, which Momo does better. So Ida's gonna be at B for me. I haven't seen him. Every time I see him, honestly, it's like, oh, well, nice, Ida's here. It's a free win, you know. So yeah. Now there's Denki. You know, honestly, at first I thought he was like really bad, but once I started climbing, I started seeing like some good players with him. He's almost like a character where it's just like you just run away and shoot. Just keep running and shooting. And then like if they get too close, he has like this like electric force field that knocks them away. And then you go back to running and shooting and running and shooting. And then if they get too close and you're like on cooldown, maybe switch him out. But he does a lot of damage and he can knock your Uraraka out the sky. I've noticed with one of his combos. Like people like Tokoyami, he can be really annoying to Tokoyami because Tokoyami is kind of like a mid-range character and you can just keep poking at him and running away. Deku's gonna teleport to him and just, you know, start comboing him. Ida, again, he's gonna have trouble dealing with him. Bakugo's gonna have trouble dealing with him. Anyone who's mid-range is gonna have trouble dealing with him. Only like fast characters like a Momo or Deku is gonna be like have easy pickings. Kirishima's also gonna be easy because he can like jump to him. So Denki is actually gonna be A for me because I've seen a lot of good players. He can be really annoying if you can't catch him, and he's gonna do a lot of damage over time. So Denki, A. And then there's Kirishima. He is a god in PvP. He can basically, he's a good matchup against anybody. Just because like his counter he can stop Deku, right? He can stop anybody. His counter literally like just counters any move. So He also has a lunge attack where you can like jump at somebody. So let's say they attack and you press his jump skill. He's gonna jump right behind them, boom, right into a combo, right? So Kirishima, amazing kit. Also against, like, I thought he was bad against Uraraka, but against Uraraka, actually, like, he can go into his like armor state where he becomes invulnerable too. Like he takes no damage. So when she starts flying, you just go into your armor state and you barely take any damage. You just dodge, go armor, and then when she comes down, gets too close, just go into a combo. He's gonna be SS. He can deal with Deku. He can deal with Momo too, which are both like the meta characters right now. He can deal with anybody. He might even he's probably able to deal with All Might when he comes out, like, honestly. So he's gonna be SS. He's on my main team too. I use him a lot because like I rarely have to like swap with him, right? Because usually he's a good matchup against anybody. So all right, and there's Shoto. He's actually gonna be B. I'm just gonna put him right away in B because no, actually A. Sorry, A, because his kit is not bad actually. The only like thing about his kit is that you kind of have like two set of skills where you have to use his like his ice Q before you can use his like fire one. Which I like his fire one more because he has like kind of like this like force field that can like knock people who are rushing at you away. He also has like an ice ability that can knock like Uraraka or freeze any character like and just start, you know, just rush them and start comboing. He's fast. He has a decent range on his melee. Like he's probably like the most balanced character like overall. He's good at everything, but he's not great at anything. So he's gonna be A. You probably are not gonna have too much trouble using him. He's pretty straightforward, so yeah, he's A. But Mineta, he is like, I've seen some amazing Mineta players, and like he has so much like field control, right? Once he starts putting those balls on the freaking field, then you have to like now worry about not stepping on them because they're gonna slow you down. They're gonna like let him like spin around the map, give him like health. So Mineta, amazing field control. I've seen some really good players with Mineta, and if you really know how to play him, like you can be really annoying. He's not a super aggressive character, so that you kind of have to like bait them to come to you. But if they can't get to you, like you can also like, he has a skill that he throws like a bunch of balls at them, other people, so you can't stay too far away from him because he's gonna pepper you down from far. And then if you get too close, he's gonna have complete control because he can just hide in his little field of purple great balls. So he's actually pretty good. Like once you get him, like get used to playing him, he can be pretty good. Now Tailman, at first I thought he was gonna be pretty good. He seemed fast, but like that's all he has going for him. He just he flips a lot, and like, but his melee attack has like no real range to it. So like characters like Ida are gonna hit him first. Characters like Momo are definitely gonna hit him first. He's fast, but he can't hit Uraraka out the sky. I went into PvP and tested it. So he's fast, but he can't like land any real hits. So I'm gonna put him in C right away. He's just like, if he had more range on the melee, like his speed would be like something dangerous, but it's not right now. Momo is probably, Momo and Deku are probably fighting for like #1 spot. Kirishima's good too, but Momo can handle Kirishima pretty well just because how fast she is. She is hard to deal with. Even Deku who teleports, like if you just start meleeing with her, he can like, when he teleports, he'll get poked by her move sometimes, and like he'll teleport right into her spear. So she's gonna be amazing. Like I've 3-0'd people with just Momo. She's kind of broken right now. She's gonna be a really good matchup even for like Aizawa when people start getting him. Momo SS tier. Use her if you have her. She's gonna carry you a lot. Also on my main team, she does really well. Once you have a like turret on the field, it gets really annoying to deal with her. But yeah, SS. And then there's Froppy for the last one. I'm gonna actually put her in like, I feel like B or D. I'm gonna put her in D honestly, just cause like her melee is slow. She doesn't have much range. She has that tongue attack, but it's pretty like straightforward. You'll see it coming. Her like little poison field on the circle on the floor, like honestly, like you just avoid that and you don't have a problem dealing with her. Like anyone with like mid-range attacks are just gonna keep like poking at her until she gets like upset and then starts running at you. But then like she's pretty slow overall. Her melee attacks are pretty slow. They're easy to dodge and then counter attack. So I'm gonna put her in D. I try to use her. I can't deal with like Momo's, Deku's, Kirishima. She's just like Tokoyami. It's just like she's a bad matchup for anybody. So, all right. So that's my tier list. Let me know what you guys think about it. What you guys would change. I think overall it's a pretty solid list. I mean, there might be some wiggle room around here, but like these top guys is gonna be hard for like to change my mind because they're everywhere. They're really annoying. I use them too. I've dealt with them. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you would switch anything. Also, don't forget to subscribe because I'm gonna be making a showcase showing all these characters out, showing why some of them are broken or why some of them are bad. And yeah, let me know.